everybody. This is the Texas Pepper Police coming to y'all on a story that I want to tell you about. You know, being a pepper trooper in the good old state of Texas, it's had its ups, it's had its downs. You know, I remember about 7 years ago, I met this guy, pulled him over. His name was Joe. I was driving down 35 North on heading toward Dallas, and I see these Florida license plates. Florida-ass license plates. Big old Hawaiian sticker on the back. I was like, this boy ain't from around my neck of the woods. I pull him over, and when I go up to his car, I'll never forget it. I roll down his windows. I said, sir, can I see your driver's license and insurance, please? He goes, yeah, officer, why are you pulling me over? I said, what's your name? He said, Joe. Oh, Joe, huh? Joe Schmo? Joe Smith? Joe, huh? Coming up with a different kind of name? Joe. All right, Joe. So I was wondering what you're doing in my neck of the woods with these Florida license plates. He goes, sir, I'm heading to a hot sauce festival in Dallas called Zest Fest. I said, oh, you're one of them freaking hotheads, huh? He says, I guess you can call me that. I said, you know what? I've dealt with a lot of y'all in my time, you know? I mean, look, guys, look. I deal with drug addicts. I deal with child molesters, freaking pedophiles, rapists, drug addicts, criminals, you know, murderers. And then every now and then I come across one of you hotheads, Joe. I said, Joe, step out of the car. Joe steps out of the car. I said, open your trunk, boy. He says, okay. He opens up his trunk. I said, you got anything in this car that I need to know about? He says, no. I said, okay, good. He opens up his trunk and I see cases upon cases upon cases of bottled feces. Bottled feces. I said, what in the hell is this, Joe? Wet fart. Wet fart. And it says with poo. I said, Joe, do you know it is illegal to be crossing feces bottled up across my Texas damn highways? I said, what kind of freaking weirdos are you hotheads, if you don't mind me asking? You mean to tell me you shit in every single one of these bottles that you collected and that are in cases? You're going to take this shit all the way to a hot sauce festival and feed people your wet fart shit? He says, well, yeah, yes, sir. Yes. I said, you are crossing shit in a bottle. Here's what this thing says. This is what really freaked me out about the dude. He says, can you remember the last time you let out a little gas and you felt it run down your leg? I said, I couldn't even finish reading the motherfucker. Look at this. He bottles his own shit and puts it in a bottle. I said, wet fart my ass. He started laughing. I said, what are you laughing about? He said, his name was Joe. He said, that's funny shit. I said, what's funny shit? You said wet fart in your ass. I said, good Lord, goddamn. Hey, at that point, I cuffed his ass. I cuffed him up. I put him in the back of my car. I called 2 more troopers over. We found bottles upon bottles of feces filled with Joe's shit in a bottle, and he's gonna go sell it in Dallas at a freaking sauce festival called Zest Fest. I said, you know what, fellas, we saved some people's lives today. We saved some people's lives. So, you know, I mean, this has been 10 years. It's been 10 damn years. I saved a bottle because in my whole entire time of serving this county and this state of Texas, I've never seen anyone put their own wet fart shit in a bottle. So Yeah, I mean, you know, the ingredients in it, he's got peppers, red wine vinegar, Parmesan cheese, romaine cheese, fresh carrots, habanero peppers, key lime juice, Worcestershire peppers, tomato juice, honey, clam juice, fresh onions, fresh garlic, spices, and tick gum, but forgot to put the shit in it. Is this how they do this to get this shit, like when they're crossing through? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this sauce. I'm going to put wet fart all up in my mouth. Fuck it, I'm retired. This is your stories of the Texas Pepper Police, everybody. Warning you about checking and making sure that you don't buy any sauce that's called wet fart. Cheers. It don't taste like shit. Joe! Joe, have you ever seen this video, Joe? Joe! Your wet fart tastes good, Joe! Wet fart, huh? I gave that guy all that hell for nothing. This is a pretty good sauce. This is I put... Today, everybody, you witnessed me put wet fart all up in... My question would be this. Would y'all ever put wet fart all up in your mouth? Ladies and gentlemen, wet fart hot sauce. Extra hot with poo, and it's spicy. It's got a little bit of kick. But I tell you what, it's full of... I mean, you taste a lot of the... It's got chunkiness and hardiness in it. It's got that flavor of the Parmesan. Most importantly, a slight sweetness, but not really. It's a bold, rich, wet fart all up in my mouth. I think he said his name was Tahiti Joe. Tahiti Joe. I don't know if this guy's still in business or not. I know I let him go. I just took his whole entire cases of wet fart, told him to go back to Florida and quit transporting shit across my Texas highways. Wet fart my ass. But I have to say this, and I know it's been 10 years, hopefully he's still in business. If you could ever get your hands on this bottle, wet fart, I want you to buy it. As a matter of fact, what I really want you to do is if you're a man, I want you to buy this hot sauce for your woman. Because I'm going to tell you why. That woman will never let you know that she has wet farts. Ever! And I don't think you as men want to know that she's got wet farts. But I tell you what, you buy her one of these bottles, it's you letting her know that you know about her wet farts. This is stories of the Texas Pepper Police coming to you on a gentleman by the name of Tahiti Joe. I guess it's Tahiti Joe hot sauce. But I tell you what, for the first time of putting wet fart all up in my mouth, that's some pretty decent hot sauce. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Wait for the next episode of Stories of the Texas Pepper Police. I thank y'all for tuning in. And remember, wipe your ass.